Oh, hello there. It's you. Well, hello there. I'm Garrison. And you're not. And this is my iPod vlog number 95. And I just ate a piece of chocolate. Can you tell? Okay. Oh, I drank some Cherry Dr. Wannabe soda. Anyways, today's subject is love. 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 Yes, I have a mole on my eyelid. If you notice, because you love me, you would notice that. Okay. Anyways, love. What is love? Is it just emotions? Is it emotion? Is it more than emotion? Is it chemical? Is it physical? Is it spiritual? You can love God and feel love from God. Is there more to it? What about human love? What's the difference between love and lust? They're processed in the same part of the brain. So is the other emotions and feelings. Can you go by your feelings? Can you love chocolate? Okay. And, okay, let's talk about love. According to science, love is a bunch of chemicals in your brain, mainly oxytocin, which helps you make connections between people, socializing and so on. Without oxytocin, you become like autistic. But your brain makes oxytocin, between mother and child, between family and friends. That's your feeling of being connected with someone. That's part of what love is. And another part is endorphins, which make you excited. You see that person, and some other ones, blah, blah, blah. But is love more than that? I think it's more than that, because it could be mental and physical and spiritual. You feel like that person is your soulmate. And love between a man and a woman is completely different between two friends, or between old friends that know each other for a long time, or new friends that just met, or love between a mother and a child, or a father and a child. Yeah, it's different. Different kinds of love have different definitions. And some languages have different words for the different kinds of love. There's love for family, there's love for friends, there's love between a man and a woman, then there's sexual love, and some languages have words for spiritual love and so forth. Like in Greek, there's a eros, which is eros, which is a sexual love. It's between you and a sexual partner. And then there's phileo, which is friendship love between friends and so forth, and family. And there's agape, which is between close friends, or intimate love between someone you're married to, or best friend, or someone you want to be with all the time. Yeah. And so, but in English, we just say love. Sometimes you say, I like you, but that's still a form of love. Like is the same as love. I like toast. It's still a form of love. You like it. It gives you some kind of pleasure. You eat it. It gives you endorphins in your brain. You think, oh, this is pretty good. It gives me yummy, yum, tasty. Yeah. Anyways, but people aren't like that. We're not toast. And if you are candy or something like that. But some people get addicted to other people's personalities, and you get codependent, and that's not good. If you depend on the other person for part of your personality, then you are losing part of your personality into that other person, or the other person losing their personality to you. You kind of fade into one person, and some people try to combine their names with the other person, and that's not good. You should be an individual, and each individual together is stronger than just one person being cut in half, like, oh, she's my better half, and the two can't work together without the other one being there. You know what I mean? What happens if the other person dies? You'll die too, because you can't live without them. Literally. And that's not good. But if you're an individual, but you still depend on that person for love, but not for everything you live on, like food and water and drink and whatever, and somehow you can survive without them if something would happen to them, you have a backup plan, then that's good, because that's not codependent. You're dependent on each other, but not codependent on each other. Like a kid, they're dependent on their parents, but not codependent on their parents. If a kid's parents die, the kid will either get adopted by someone else in the family, or they'll go into the system, right? Okay, so just think, if this is how you tell if you're dependent on someone for love, or if you're codependent with them and you can't live without them. Okay, if that person dies and you cannot supply, you'll end up homeless or in a shelter. That means you're codependent. If the person dies, but you still have a house and you have a capability of getting a job or you have an income separate from theirs, then you're dependent on them, but not codependent, because you could still make money or something else. Or, you have family to help you out in case something happens to the other person. That's dependent, but not codependent. So remember that. You could love somebody, but don't love them so much that you lose your personality, you lose yourself into them, so that if they die, you don't know what to do, you can't socialize, you regress inside yourself, you become mental, you have to be put in a mental ward somewhere, or you end up homeless, destitute, because you can't trust anybody else, because this one person has control over everything you do. That is codependent. If someone's telling you what to do every day of your life and has a schedule for you, other than just chores, and tell you how to think and how to dress, who to talk to, who not to talk to, then you're becoming codependent with them, and they're becoming controlling to you, or you do the same thing to them, and then you're controlling them. So beware. Do not become codependent. Do not control somebody. Try to control them. Let them be independent, but dependent on you, but not codependent on you. Okay? Someone tries to become codependent on you, you could see the signs of it. Like if they just depend on you for everything they do. If they're not a baby, then they don't need to do that. All right? Because even babies grow up. All right? Grow up, people. Okay, that is the definition of love. Love is you love someone, you depend on them to be there for certain things, but not for everything. You don't have to live off of them. They don't have to live off of you. You don't have to suck the life out of them, and they don't have to suck the life out of you. That's a toxic relationship. Okay, you poison them, or they poison you, and then. Oh, don't talk to her. You can't. Oh, you can't talk to him. I don't like that guy or something. But so, as long as you're not cheating on somebody, why can't you talk to them? As long as you talk to them in groups, socialize. You gotta be socialized. Otherwise, you don't socialize. You become like me, and you have no friends, and you're all by yourself talking to a camera, telling other people how to do it. Yeah. I was in love before. When I was 22, I thought I was in love with this 18-year-old. We were supposed to get married, but then her sister interfered because she was in a city, and she was writing to me for like 6 months, but I never got her letters because her sister was getting the letters and telling her she was mailing them, but she didn't put no post-it in them. She probably just thrown them away. So for 6 months, she thought I forgot about her, so she moved on with her life. And I didn't know where she was exactly because I never got her letters to tell me where her address was and so forth. I only had old address. I wrote to her a few times, and I just gave up because I knew that her sister was going to do it, because I didn't trust her sister. She didn't like us being together, and she didn't like me especially. And that's what happened. And then years later, I found her on Facebook, and I asked her about it, and she told me, well, I wrote to you for 6 months. Did you get my letters and all that? No, I didn't get nothing. But years later, she came to where I lived, but I already moved. I was living there for like 7 years after that, and then I moved out here to Oklahoma in 2004 in August, but she came later on in 2007 or something like that to check on me and see if I was there. And I was already moved on, and I'm in here in Oakland, but we did contact each other. But then later on, she said she loved me, she wanted to come out and be with me, blah, blah, blah. And so things went on for months. And then found out she wasn't serious. She went and got a boyfriend and got married. And I told her, if you have a boyfriend, go ahead and go with him, because I don't want to talk to you anymore, because you broke my heart, you lied, and I don't want, you tell me you want to be with me, but then you hang out with someone younger than you because you're into young dudes, and you're not into anybody. She's not into anybody near her, close to her age. Now she's like 40 years old, and she's married to some young dude that probably just wants her for her body, not any intellectual thing, because you can't talk to someone that young. I mean, that young and stupid like that. Most guys that age want to have a family. She can't have kids because she's been fixed. She already had 2 daughters, blah, 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 and so forth. And then later on, I got involved with some other person, and that didn't work out because she didn't want to leave Texas. She wanted to live in Texas. She didn't want to live out here, blah, blah. So she put her stupid Texas before me, and she had no family friends out there. I just adopted family that she eventually left anyways. Now she lives by herself, and so what? Yeah. And then I met this other person that I liked a long time ago, and I talked to her on the phone once in a while, but she's still in one state, and she's not coming out here anytime soon that I know of, Missouri. But she was all up to, I'm breaking up with my boyfriend, I want to be with you, and blah, blah, blah. But when her boyfriend died suddenly, she's all, oh, no, I got to stay here, and because she's got 5 kids, she's going to, like, I can't help her with kids. If she lived nearby, I could help her out, but she lives in another state, so that didn't work out. She didn't even try. I'm not going to go out there because I don't know anybody. She said maybe if her dad died or something, she'll move out to Oklahoma and see me, blah, blah, or she might visit me, blah, blah. I've heard this all before, and it never works out. So don't believe everything you hear, and don't get too attached to somebody if you're going to put your emotions on the line and have it just gashed like that, you know what I mean? But I will give love another chance one of these days if someone is serious and they don't just give me words. I want actions, you know what I mean? But anyways, that is love. Love is being dependent on somebody, but not being codependent and believing everything they say necessarily, unless you've known them for years and you know that for the fact that when they say something, they'll do it. When I say something, I do it. I don't just say something and I don't do it. If I can't do it, I just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do what I said because something came up, something unforeseen came up." All right. Tomorrow I'm supposed to do vlog number 96, but my sister's not working tomorrow, so I don't know. That vlog might be short, or I don't know how long that'll be because she'll be outside playing with her dogs or whatever. And I might have some time to do that. As long as the vlog is probably under 10 minutes. Like this one's already 11 minutes. Talk about heart. The love of the heart. Where does the love come from? The Bible says that God is love and love comes from God. So if it's not a godly thing, if you don't want to be with that person for the rest of your life till death do you part, then it's not real love. So basically that's it. And that's about all. So I'm guessing you're not. This is Fascinating Digital World, and this is vlog number 95 ending. It's been a fascinating digital world. I'm glad you were in it with me. And I'm glad we learned about love today. So yeah, having a broken heart is really, really hard to get over. But hey, it's all in your head. It's not really in the heart because that's just an organ. But in your head, all that emotional crap is processed. And yes, eventually you'll get over it, but you'll always have those memories and wonder, what if, what could have been, blah, blah. Well, just don't wonder, just forget about it. Just carry on and see what happens. Live every day as if it's your last, because it could be, who knows? I mean, something unforeseen could happen. You could miss an opportunity, or you could meet someone new, and that could be the one for you. Okay, and I'm Mr. Blue for you. Ah ha ha. I'm leaving now. This is Garrison signing off. Into the vlog, into the vlog, into the vlog. Love for everybody. Goodbye.